What's up, all you maniacs? My name is Brandon. Today I'm going to be doing a review of the Decibel Metal and Beer Festival. Now, today is Sunday, which means that day 2 is probably getting started right around now. I'm at home. So, this is only going to be a review for day 1 of the fest and what I experienced. Day 1 lineup: Crypt Sermon, Krieg, Panopticon, Immolation, Municipal Waste, and Agoraphobic Nosebleed. Killer fucking lineup. Took place at the Fillmore in Philadelphia, a place I had not been to before somehow. Um, Great venue, tons of beer breweries from all around the country, even Canada and stuff like that. I am not a huge beer drinker, so I can't really comment too much about that. Sorry. I did try Dave Mustaine's beer, a Tout Le Monde from Unibrew, I believe is what it was called. And it was pretty good. I mean, I'm not a huge beer fanatic, so I'm not going to be able to delve too deep into that. But starting off the day, Crypt Sermon. I'm a big fan of their debut album, Out of the Garden. It's my first time seeing them. They don't play, they're from Philly, and they don't really play in Philly too often. They don't play a lot, period, actually. So it's my first time catching them. Great set, great way to kick off the fest. Up next was Krieg. I gotta be honest, not really my cup of tea. Did most of my shopping and stuff during their set, which I will get to later. And then after them was Panopticon, a band that I, for a while, didn't think I would ever see live. But they recently started playing shows. Four-piece, Austin Lunn played guitar and did vocals, and then they had another guitar player, bass player, drums. No banjos or any of the bluegrass stuff. Just straight up, Midwestern black metal, the way that only Panopticon can do it. So they were really tight, for a band that does not play live often and just started playing live. I thought they sounded pretty good. I definitely enjoyed their set. After that, Immolation, one of the highlights for me. I absolutely love Immolation. They did not get to, have too long of a set. I believe each of the 4 opening bands, I believe all of the bands actually only had 40 or 45 minute sets. But they blazed through some of the classics. They played the song Immolation off the first record, Dawn of Possession, which they recently re-recorded and did on the Decibel flexi disc. They played Father, You're Not a Father from Close to a World Below. And then, of course, they had to play some songs off of later albums, especially Atonement. They played a few ones off that. Destructive Currents, which was the single they released off that. They didn't play some of the ones I wanted to hear off that album, like Lower and the title track. But anyways, phenomenal set from Immolation, as usual. And then Municipal Waste. And I have to say, I am a sucker for Muni Waste. I am not the biggest thrash fan, especially not for a lot of the newer stuff that's come out recently, but Municipal Waste just hits that spot for me, man. What can I say? Party thrash. Every time seeing them, it feels like one big fucking party. So they were awesome. Played some of the hits, man. Mind Eraser, Thrashing of the Christ. They played the intro to Death Ripper. Fucking love that riff. They played Unleash the Bastards, Sadistic Magician. Oh man, set list was fire. Trust me. And then unfortunately, I did not stay for Agoraphobic Nosebleed. I had work early this morning, so it's like an hour and a half, 45-minute drive back to where I live in New Jersey from Philadelphia, so I had to skedaddle. But I'm not a huge fan anyways, pretty picky when it comes to grindcore. But if I was there and I didn't have to go anywhere, I would have watched them for sure. And so, yeah, all in all, A lot of great breweries were in town. A lot of cool bands. We'll see if Decibel keeps on doing this. I can't speak for day 2 because I'm not there, but I had a good time. Day 1 was awesome. They had Dave Mustaine in the building, pouring his beer, so that was cool. Got to say what's up to Dave Mustaine. Guy catches a lot of flack. People think that he's a douchebag and a tool, which he very well may be, but he was pleasant to be around. I heard a couple good stories about him, people that were hanging out with him. So, yeah. And then other than that, I got to see some friends. I got to meet some new people. Some of you guys have been coming up to me recently at shows and stuff saying that you like these videos, that you watch them. I think that's really fucking cool. Kind of shocking, actually, because I'm just a regular guy, just like you guys. I'm not doing anything too special or crazy over here. Anyone can do this shit, really. But anyways, I'm going to show you guys some of the stuff that I got at the fest. Lots of really cool record labels and stuff. Relapse and Season of Mist, which operate in or around Philadelphia, so they were in town. And then my friend Marty, Binder and Recordings, got to say what's up to him. He recognized me, which is cool. So, yeah, what's up, Marty, if you're watching. And then Dark Descent came all the way from Colorado, so had to hit up the Dark Descent table. So real quick, I got this Immolation shirt, wearing it right now. It's got the Atonement tour dates on the back, sticker, and then picked up Providence, their EP from 2011, and I got Robert Vigna and Ross Dolan to sign it, because those guys are super nice, very humble, and, just all around good guys. So that was very nice of them to do. I stopped by the Panopticon table, got a koozie. There's their logo with Kentucky in the background, and then beer, bluegrass, black metal. That's what Panopticon knows. That's what Panopticon does. And then I picked up this 2 CD, Revisions of the Past. Has the albums On the Subject of Mortality and Social Disservices on it. Remixed, remastered. This was released through Nordvis. Marty, shout out. Then I stopped by the Dark Descent table and went all in, man. They had the new album from Roots, Cargaras, Return from Oblivion. This came out on Agonia Records last year. I'll be seeing them at Maryland Death Fest next month, so I figured I'd brush up on their new material because they're probably going to play some of it. This one, very pleasantly surprised to find this. This is Molested, Blood Drum. This is a Norwegian death metal band. One of the founding members of this band was a founding member in Borknagar. And yeah, this is a Dark Symphonies, Dark Descents reissue. It has the original 1995 recordings on it, and then it has a 2016 remixed version of it. So, very happy to find that one. They gave me a little Dark Descent button, because they're cool dudes. This one I've been spinning a lot since I got home, and since I got home from work. Burial, Relinquished Souls. Dutch death metal. It is released by Vic Records. It's a reissue. Numbered 166 out of 300. Apparently this one is hard to come by, but they had it on sale for only $19, I think. It's just on standard black vinyl, but this is kind of a old school death metal gem. Very, very good shit. I highly recommend you check out Burial. And then I got the new album from Craven Idol, The Shackles of Mammon. Dark Descent Records release. Nice gatefold. I got the special color orange and black merge or swirl. Pretty nice. And it came with a very cool poster as well. If I had any room on my walls whatsoever, I would consider hanging this one up. Yeah, Craven Idol, black thrash, pretty much. This album fucking rules. Came out this year, 2017. Don't be surprised if you see it on some year-end lists because Dark Descent kicks ass. And the last of the stuff I got from Dark Descent, Epitaph. This is Sinner Waketh. This is their comeback album. Epitaph was a Swedish death metal band that flew under the radar back when they were active in the early 90s. And they've come back to make sure that you remember that Epitaph is the real fucking deal. This came on clear vinyl. Back of the jacket there. Really cool stuff, and it doesn't feel like Epitaph has, lost a step, really. It's just kind of picking up where they left off. Swedish death metal. And then, I didn't get this at the fest, but I showed it in my last video, the Dark Descent unboxing that I did. They sent me a copy of Bloody Incantation's Starspawn. And they sent me the red copy. This was the first colored pressing. And if you go back and watch that video, you can see my reaction. I couldn't believe that this was actually it. But I was talking to the guys at the table, Matt and the other guy that was working the table. If you're watching, I completely spaced and forgot your name. I'm so sorry. But yeah, I was chatting with him, and I told him that I was, very appreciative of receiving that. And he said, yeah, I mean, when we were packing up the orders, we recognized the name, and we had 2 or 3 lying around, so we slipped it into your package. And I was like, holy shit. So fucking cool of them to do that, really. And so I got to express my gratitude in person, so that was very cool as well. And then stopped by Marty's table, selling all the Bindrune, Iowa's, Nordvist stuff. I asked him what he recommended. Told him I was more of a death metal kind of guy, and he came up with the goods. This is Unwilling Flesh, Between the Living and the Dead. Never heard of this before. It is Swedish death metal worship from right here in the USA. I listened to this. This was the first CD I listened to when I got home late last night, and I was like, yep, thank you, Marty. Fucking awesome shit right here. And then another one that he recommended to me, Pestifear, Hope, Misery, Death. This one, I only listened to the first track, but it's kind of melodic, black, I want to say. I mean, I didn't listen to this very, very much, so I don't want to give you like a review or anything of it, but upon first listen, it reminded me of Reign Chaos era Dissection. That's just what I got upon first listen. So if that's what floats your boat, maybe check this one out by Pestifear. And then I stopped by the Season of Mist table. My friend Greg, who works for them, hooked me up with a couple pins. These are some really retro-looking pins that he said that they bought from some random store and they were reselling, but he just gave me them. This one from the Scorpions. This one, Judas Priest, British Steel. Yeah, these looked so fucking retro and 70s and shit. I was like, yo, how much you selling those for? And he was like, just take a shh. So, thanks, Greg. Picked up the new Nightbringer CD, Terra Damnata. they were completely sold out of the vinyl. So just picked up this Digipack CD. Have not gotten around to listening to this one yet, but it's Nightbringer, so I have high expectations. And then they happen to have this one just hanging out in the box of CDs. Sodom, Better Off Dead. This is just a reissue CD. Nothing special about it, but it was a Sodom CD that I didn't have yet. It's got the Saw's Law on it, and it has a cool cover of Thin Lizzy, Cold Sweat. Fucking dig that. And then last, but certainly not least, I had to stop by the Relapse table and see what they had going on. Don't really have to say anything about this. Don't have to introduce it or anything. It's death, spiritual healing. This is the newest reissues that they just did this year, 2017. This one was limited to 200 copies. Gorgeous electric blue vinyl with white and red swirl. I already have 2 pressings of this record, but they had them there. It was sitting right in front of me. It was only $15, so I was like, okay, I'll take that one. Don't regret it at all, though, because I got home and got to take a closer look at the record. I mean, just an absolutely beautiful record, and it's death. Come on. So yeah, that's everything. I had an amazing time at the festival. Again, thank you to guys like Marty, Greg, dudes over at Dark Descent. Everyone that said what's up to me and appreciated what I'm doing over here on this channel. I thank you. So that's it. Thank you as always for watching these videos, liking, commenting on them, subscribing, and until the next time. Take care.